Hey guys, welcome to the first video of a vlog series that I'm making called Stanford, Getting to Know Ya, where I casually interview really fascinating Stanford students for 5 minutes and I get to know them the best I can in that amount of time so you can get to know them too. So today I have my friend here, Jerry, and I met him in a virtual reality class my freshman year, and I want you guys all to know about the cool stuff that he's doing. So without further ado, I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes and I'm gonna start getting to know Jerry. Alright, so I know that you did some really cool stuff this summer. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, so while I was thinking about summer plans, I was originally planning on doing some cool VR AR internships, but I changed my mind in the middle of March and I decided to read full-time. So
yeah, I think that's the coolest thing. You know, people get really caught up in like, I need a summer internship, and honestly, like that's my state of mind right now. And just to be able to, you know, like be offered really cool internships and just, you know, be like, you know, maybe I'll just take the summer, learn on my own time. So it's really cool. So I read your blog about all the books that you read, and I want to know, which one is your favorite?
So I guess my favorite one would be, I read this in August. It's Søren Kierkegaard's Either Or. And Kierkegaard was this 18th century philosopher who was he used to attribute to be the first existential philosopher, and so it's been super interesting. Very long book.
Yeah. That's very cool. Right, I saw you also read like Influenced by Cialdini, you read like Huxley, you read The Art of War, all these books. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, I had a bunch of time on my hands, so it's cool to get through all of it. Yeah.
Did you ever get bored? Were you sort of at home just like reading every day? Did you ever like feel like you didn't want to read one day, or that you're like getting off track, or you know, like you kind of got tired of it ever, or nah?
I mean, I go through books pretty slowly, to be honest, because I try to take a lot of notes.
Yeah.
And I think even with that, like there's something new to read every day, so I actually didn't feel that tired in the middle, because like although every day is kind of like reading, but you're reading different stuff about different like topics, so
that's really impressive.
Less boring.
Was there a spot that you read in every day, like a certain desk, or did you sort of like move around, like read everywhere, coffee shops? Like, how did that work?
I read a lot of things standing up, because I think like just walking around helps me stir my brain a little bit. Yeah.
So you could take notes and read while walking?
If I have a note, I'll just go back to my desk and write it down.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I also know you do a lot of cool work in the VR AR space, and I would love to know more about maybe like the coolest VR experience that you've had.
So I'm involved in Rabbit Hole VR, and when I was a freshman, I went to their first event, and they offered this experience on the HTC Vive, which seems like old news now, but it was pretty new back then. And I did this demo on Tilt Brush, and to this day, I think that's still my favorite one, because it's just kind of iconic, and also it's like pure creation in 3D space.
Yeah, I'm so upset I still haven't gotten to try it, but the HTC Vive is truly like revolutionary. Like the graphics are so good. That's insane. So where do you think VR is going to have the biggest impact in the future? Maybe like industries. Like I'm thinking a lot of like, you know, advertising, gaming, storytelling, medicine, you know, real estate. There's, you know, the nature conservation efforts. There's a lot of different things. What do you think it's going to have the most impact that's not currently having right now?
So I think right about now, like people are less hypey about the whole field, which is a good thing, because now we got like people actually working to develop the real useful applications. And I'm a big fan of Jeremy Bailenson idea that VR is like, it's a kind of a niche thing where it's good for very few cases, but for those cases it's very good, like sometimes travel, like right now it's not that great, but you can, at least the visuals are there. And also medicine, because I talked to some of the med school professors and students as part of Rabbit Hole, and they seem really like they have actual use cases that can like improve performance with it, instead of just saying like VR for X. That's kind of winding down now. So
definitely.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, medicine. Like, there's this doctor that saved a baby's life because of a Google Cardboard experience, like looking inside a heart. I think that's great applications. And like traveling as well, it can take people to places they don't have the means to go to, or they don't have time to go to. Outer space, even deep oceans. So that's awesome. So now remaining 15 seconds. What do you think is the biggest problem that society is facing today?
The biggest problem?
Yeah.
I think it's people finding like a life's purpose. I mean,
Yeah.
like, most people,
Yeah.
like, at least the people I know. Oh, there you go.
Well, time is up.
Find your purpose.
I think that is a great lesson coming out of today's video. So thank you so much, Jerry. It was great getting to know you, and I hope people read your blog. I'm going to plug it in the link when I share this video. But yeah, thanks for watching, and watch out for the next one.